Western team is hoping to zero in on a divisional crown. With the trading deadline less than 3 weeks away, some teams are already dealing. And one of the league's new coaches stops by to talk about his first season behind an ECHL bench. Looking good in the net, SpongeBob. Just remember, that's a puck, not a Krabby Patty. ECHL Week starts now. Hi, welcome to another edition of ECHL Week. This time we come to you from the DCU Center in Worcester, Massachusetts, home of the Worcester Railers. I'm Barry Schickling. 3 teams, Tulsa, Utah, and Idaho, are all battling for the top spot in the Mountain Division. Let's hear from some members of the Grizzlies and their thoughts on the subject. The Grizzlies have been at or near the top of the Mountain Division standings all season, but entering the final 2 months of the year, they're still jousting with Idaho and Tulsa for the regular season title and home advantage for the first 2 Kelly Cup playoff rounds. Coach Tim Branham and forward Austin Carroll know there's still plenty of work to be done while the regular season schedule is underway.
It's a good division. There's no easy games. There are always tough physical games. Teams like Rapid City and even Allen, Idaho. That's a good division. It's always a good division. Teams are well coached. Teams play hard. There's no easy games out there. So for us to be doing what we're doing, we're leading the division. The fewest games played as well. We're doing a good job, but there's a lot of season to go.
There's a lot of good teams in our division. Every game's a big game. We've been at the top for a bit now, but if we let it slip at all, tides can change quickly. So we got to take it one game at a time. And it seems like Idaho that we play a lot and it's a good rivalry. So we look forward to those games. But no, we just got to focus on each game and take it to them.
Goaltender Kevin Carr, who along with Joe Kanata has given the Grizzlies one of the best and most experienced net tandems in the league, echoes the sentiments of his teammates with the thoughts that their season will last well into the spring.
Obviously that's the goal, is to play as long as we can, right? So, we've still got a bunch of guys at home and that are injured and guys that have been called up that are doing really well out there. So, we're pretty deep. And, if we can stay healthy, I think we have a pretty good shot into moving into the postseason and hopefully farther than that.
I just want to win. I want to be on a winning team. I think we got an unbelievable group of guys, good coaching staff, and I think we have the ability to win. So I think that should be on everyone's mind in the locker room every game to win and make the playoffs, go deep in the playoffs, and hopefully win a championship.
Like most clubs, the team currently representing Utah will differ in makeup when the postseason arrives, but Branham knows that regardless of who's in the lineup, the emphasis has to continue to be on improving and winning.
We've got a lot of guys in the American League. We've got some key guys injured right now. We're learning how to win with the lineups that we have, and guys are really pulling together and figuring out how to get 2 points, even if you're not playing your best game.
We obviously want to stretch our win streak or our wins just in general as far as it can go to separate ourselves from other teams. But if you look at the standings, it's tight. It's always tight, and every game counts. Every period matters. So I think we're on the right track. We just got to keep going.
Plenty of trade news, plus we hear from one of the new coaches in the league when ECHL Week continues.
NHL players have amazing talent, and some of the very best developed right here in the ECHL.
Ready for the wrist shot and scores!
Now, follow all your favorite ECHL alumni every night on NHL Network's primetime hockey show, NHL Tonight.
Both teams recognize how big this matchup is.
Fire save by Dubik. Rebound!
Goosebump stuff.
NHL Tonight, every night 6 Eastern on NHL Network.
I'm Nick Boulin with the Kalamazoo Wings, and you're watching ECHL Week.
I'm with Trax, who's here to help me tell you it's time for a look at news from all around the ECHL, right? He said, yeah. A few trades are worth noting this week. Worcester has moved forward Woody Hudson to Indy, where he made his pro debut and played some of his junior career. In return, the Fuel send defenseman Robert Powers to the Railers. The two Canadian teams did a deal as Brampton acquired defenseman Anthony Cortez from the Growlers for future considerations. Futures were also involved and will be heading to Florida in return for forward Stathis Sumulidis, who is going to Norfolk. And Kansas City obtained future considerations along with the rights to forward Andrew Rajenovic, named as Rapid City's All-Star representative just before he headed to Slovakia to play. The Rush get forward Zach Fisher in return. Don't forget our annual trading deadline show, recapping all the final week deals, debuts on Friday, March 8th. Linesman Paul Carnathan has called it a career. He recently received this award from ECHL Commissioner Emeritus Pat Kelly for working his 600th and final ECHL game. Just 2 weeks earlier, the Georgia-based official was on the ice for the ECHL All-Star Classic in Toledo. His on-ice career included numerous International Ice Hockey Federation events, plus many American Hockey League games. He worked in the Kelly Cup Finals on 3 occasions.
Hi, I'm Zach Tolkinen of the Maine Mariners, and you can tweet me at Tolks27.
A quick look at the numbers shows Greenville is last in the Eastern Conference in points, and that in January and February the team endured an 11-game losing streak. But Kevin Kerr, in his debut season as an ECHL head coach, is convinced he made the right decision to move after spending the last 3 seasons in the Southern Professional Hockey League.
This was, I think, a good step. I mean, it was a learning curve for me too. I think anybody that comes to another level or the next level, it's always a learning curve. I mean, there's a lot of really good coaches in this league, a lot of really good recruiters, and you pay attention to what they do and ask a lot of questions. And I touch base with a lot of coaches in this league that I think have become friends to me, and guys that I'm able to reach out to and chat and talk and talk about my struggles. And it's funny, a lot of them say, Kersey, we have the same struggles too.
Kerr has a clear vision of his place behind the bench.
I would consider myself a player's coach. I was fortunate to play for a long time, and a lot of my mentors were players type coaches, and when I recruit players, I care about them and I build relationships with them, and hopefully, that goes a long way to a relationship they actually can have on the ice too with them, that they know that you care about their needs and you care about everything that goes along with being a pro, because I was a guy that played a long time.
And it wasn't just that he had a lengthy playing career. It's the coaches he was able to learn from during that time.
So I was fortunate to play for Barry Trotz in Portland, and fortunate to win a Calder Cup in '94. Robbie Nichols in Flint won a championship with Robbie Nichols in Flint. Rick Dudley, Herb Brooks, the late Herb Brooks, was another one that I played for in the American League, and John Van Boxmeer and Tommy Webster. I mean, the list goes on and on and on of a lot of really good coaches I played for. And you can't take everything from one coach. You take a variety of things from different coaches.
Camaraderie amongst head coaches in the ECHL is something in which Kerr has found significant encouragement.
I don't want to name names, but there's some coaches that have encouraged me throughout this year already. Just stick with it, Kerr. Things are going to turn around and you're going to move. Things are going to happen. And we were in this spot last year, same spot as you were in, and just keep persevering. And I mean, those are good hockey people, and you can tell that it's genuine, and they care about you, and they care about the league in general.
With almost 2 months left in the season, Kerr's still positive about the Swamp Rabbits' battle for a postseason spot.
Florida's going pretty good. Obviously, Florida's one of the top teams in our division. We don't play them anymore for the rest of the year, but they got to play everybody else in our division. So I'm hoping that they're going to stay true to form and hand some other teams in our division some losses, and if we can continue to take care of our business and do what we need to do and win one game at a time, we truly feel in our locker room that we still have a chance to make the playoffs.
A highlight game featuring Central Division teams is next on ECHL Week.
The ECHL season is here, and ECHL TV is your ticket to all the action. With streaming to your PC, phone, tablet, Apple TV, Chromecast, and Amazon Fire TV, you'll never miss a moment of the action. Plus, you can watch up to 4 games at once on PC with Quad View. Watch live or on demand with both home and away commentary. Single game and season passes are available. Visit ECHL.tv to subscribe.
Pirog of the Manchester Monarchs, and you're watching ECHL Week.
We head west to the Central Division for this week's highlight game.
Plays it out to the point for Catalyst, and he'll shovel it back in behind the net for Sorensen. Look to center, hits the back of the net for Gardner, pass into the slot for Neal, and he scores. 31 seconds into the game, Michael Neal welcomes himself back to Indy with the game's first goal. Shala takes it to the right wing board, sidesteps a check to gain the zone. At the top of the circles, he shoots and scores! Shala with a wrist shot, bar down! Sidesteps a check to the top of the left circle. Centers for Rupert to Ryan Rupert. What a save by Hildebrand! Diving across, he got it with a glove. We'll see Pov's in there too as it's dug free by Gardner to Sorensen. He'll backhand it to Neal in the left circle. One-timer right on. And Tompkins squeezes the pads to make the save. And here's the centering pass for Bradley. One-timer score. He beat Tompkins short side with a one-timer from the left wing circle. Thompson in the right circle. Thompson stick handles into the slot. Backhand, a goal score! Matthew Thompson with a backhand that deflected over Hildebrand's shoulder and into the net. Wilson with it, advance right to the logo at center to Kyle Thomas across the fuel line. Into the right wing circle, scores. Kyle Thomas has been Mr. Third Period for Kalamazoo, and he puts the K-Wings up 3-2. Loses the puck as Gardner pokes it free. Gardner to the empty net, he scores. The Indy Fuel rallied twice to tie the game, but they dropped their third straight decision to the Kalamazoo Wings. 4-2 tonight.
That wraps up another edition of ECHL Week from Worcester, Massachusetts. Thanks for watching. Please make sure to follow us on all our social media channels. You can keep up to date on everything that's going on throughout the ECHL between times when you're watching ECHL Week. See you next time.